I moved away with my parents to Canada when I was 2 years old from Uzbekistan. Before that, I think my parents went with my brother to like Israel and Armenia and stuff like that. But then when I guess when I got old enough to travel, they dropped everything and moved to Canada. I guess I was raised here since I was 2.
Artur went into elementary school and then he entered high school and he started playing more and more and more. They didn't really care about how much Artur spent, but they still gave him warnings like, listen, you're playing 10 hours a day, you're playing 10 hours a day. As soon as he reached that celebrity status and got a sponsorship and got a team, they really backed off and let him do everything the way he wanted to do.
When he started to play Dota, we didn't know that it was going to go this far, obviously. He stays home a lot, so nowadays he doesn't really come outside a lot. But I guess that's what comes with the job, right? Because that's what he has to do. He always has to be online, on the computer, and stuff like that.
He had a girlfriend, and he ditched her for Dota.
I want him to have a girlfriend, but I understand. He said it's a distraction. The time will come.
I'd like to think everybody who plays Dota is like introverted in a way. I don't think this game, I don't think if you play Dota, you're like very social. Starting off, I don't think anybody's that sociable who's played Dota. You kind of mold yourself to be when you're older. I remember my mom telling me a story. She was like, there were times where my dad wouldn't eat anything just so we would have enough money for me to eat something. So like my dad would basically starve himself so I would get some food. When I was younger, I didn't really understand what my parents did, like the sacrifice to be here in Canada. In my parents' vision of me gaming, they never expected me to drop out of high school or even like stop going to school, university, stuff like that. They never thought I was gonna reach that point. They thought it was just gonna I guess they thought that I'd be playing online all the time. They never realized that you could travel across the world, play LANs.
When Artur said that he was leaving our home to go to another place by himself, my parents didn't really understand what that meant. They thought he was joking. And then all of a sudden he starts packing up his stuff and my parents couldn't believe that this was actually happening. I kind of explained to them that they should not really take what he's doing as an offensive thing that he's doing. He's doing it for himself.
I basically told my parents to just trust me and we'll see what happens.
They said, fine, we'll let him go this one time and then we'll see what happens. And pretty sure if he didn't go to that, none of this would have happened.
And they knew whatever I was gonna do, I put my mind to it. They had faith in me.
I think he had an ego growing up. I cannot say if it's good or bad. In some circumstances, I think it's very good. Maybe because of that, he's very persistent and stubborn and going forward to his goals.
He's got a lot of drive, he's got a lot of passion. I would say that if he puts his mind on something, he's definitely going to achieve it. And that's what he did, he put his mind on Dota.
Before I became a thing in Dota, I guess, I had like 2 close friends that I would talk to every day. There'd be Envy and Bulba. Those are the 2 guys that helped me like achieve the first thing in Dota. Like Bulba, even though I was competing against him, he always helped me in 1v1s, and Eternal Envy was the one who gave me the opportunity to show my skill. So I'm very grateful for that. I don't know where I would be if Bone 7 didn't have a visa, who knows? But yeah, I'm very grateful that those guys helped me get to where I am today. When I got replaced by Sumel and they won TI, I smiled actually. You know, I usually never smile even when I was like on Secret and we won a LAN, I would just sit there emotionless. Even though I beat EG like 2 grand finals, I wouldn't really care. But then seeing like my old teammates win, like Fear, I think he deserved a TI win for sure. So seeing him win, I'm gonna hold back the jealousy, and I was just smiling. But I was jealous, obviously. Won TI, so I don't really care about like what people think. I'd say like just because I joined a TI winning team, it doesn't if they do worse or better. I don't really care. Like what others. I want to meet my expectations. I want to win a TI. That's all I'm thinking about.